What do you do when the inspiration runs out? What happens when the creative juices are completely gone? Today, I'm going to try to help you to navigate those uncharted waters. And it happens for all of us. You know, it's very hard to stay inspired. It's very hard to come up with new ideas. It seems like the more time goes on, the more ideas have been used already, and it becomes hard to come up with something that we feel is original, that we feel we've never heard before. Now, the reality is, you know, as they say, nothing new under the sun. There is some truth to that. But the reality is you can still create, you can still come up with ideas. And no matter how young or how old you are, you can keep the fire burning. But there's some things that you can do to keep that fire, to keep that inspiration, to keep going in your creative endeavors. And whether it's music or writing or art, or any of those things, we all come to a point where we run out of creative ideas. What do you do? Number one, sometimes it's time to recharge, to step away, to put it aside for a little bit, then come back. That could mean a 20-minute nap. That could mean 2 or 3 days sabbatical. That could mean taking a day off. That could mean just going and doing something different for 5 to 10 minutes. It really depends on where you're at and what you need to get done. But the thing that you can do to spark those creative juices, try something different. You know, in the beginning clip to this video, you know, I took a 5-string guitar, it's the Keith Richards tuning, it's the open G tuning. And it's a tuning that, is used a lot in the Rolling Stones. Now, I'm normally a guy who plays standard tuning or a half step down. I'm very much a garden variety guitar player. I don't play a lot of slide. I don't do a lot of djent or drop tunings or play a baritone or a 7-string or all that stuff. Sure, I've experimented with those things. And those very things that I don't do, sometimes those are the things that you have to do to try to spark the creative edge. Don't be afraid to try a 7-string. Don't be afraid to try a different tuning. Don't be afraid to try a different brush or a different pick or some other different things to step out of your comfort zone that can spark your creative juices. And like I said at the beginning of this clip, I took a guitar that I keep in that Keith Richards tuning. You can see it's kind of got that Keith Richards vibe, and it's still got the same strings on it I used on a Stones tribute act I filled in for 2 years ago. It's still got the same string, but it's got that sound. It's got that vibe. So just moving around the neck, oh, that's I found a little cool thing. And then I took it down a whole step. Oh, that's cool. Now I'll just shift it here and shift down. That's all I did. And all of a sudden, I got an idea for a song. Now, I could take that idea, enhance it, work on it, and come up with a full song just out of picking up a different axe. You know, it's not something I'm actively doing right now as writing songs for a project or writing songs for a solo album or somebody else's project that I'm working on. I'm putting more time into YouTube. But that quickly, I didn't spend hours trying to come up with an idea. I literally picked up a different guitar and found something really quick, and boom, I got something for some kind of retro, cool, kind of retro rock and roll style project. And that's all you really have to do is try something different. You know, don't be afraid to say, you know what, maybe I'll drop my E down to D, or maybe I'll just tune the guitar a half step down. Doing something simple like that can make those same chords that you always play. It can spark that creative edge. It's not a matter of thinking, oh, I'm just playing the same stuff and oh, I'm bored. Oh, this sucks. Wipe away all of those bad attitudes. One of the things that you have to do to create, keep your creative spark is to eliminate all that naysaying that's inside your brain. A lot of that is internal, and it's internal negativity. You've got to eliminate all internal negativity and let the creative juices flow. Try not to judge things till after the fact. Try to just be involved and live in the moment. Keep that inspiration, keep that fire in a positive realm. Don't negate your creative ideas and don't judge them. Build them, create them, put them in a pile, and then come back to it after a couple days. And when you come back to that riff a couple days later, you might be surprised at what you've got. You might go, wow, this is actually cool. And at the time I was being negative and I wasn't supporting my creative edge and I wasn't supporting my creative self. And then when you put it aside and come back and listen with fresh ears, you might realize, hey, I've really got something here. And hey, if I just change this B section, this A section is really cool. Find the parts that you think are cool after you come back to it. And then take those parts and then add to it. Add to that creative spark. Keep creating. Don't negate your creative self. Keep going. And now look, I want this to be a message that reaches everybody out there. I'm not sure that, I can't write a song for you. I can't draw a painting for you. But what I can do is encourage you to not give up, to feed that creative spark, to allow yourself time to rest and recharge when you need to do it. But always come back to the creating, writing, making things, creating things. That is what we do as artists, whether you're a painter or you're a guitar player or a piano player, a bass player, a drummer, a singer, a lyricist, a poet, any number of things. You have to feed that creative spark. Make sure you're rested. Make sure your mind is in a good place. If you've got too many negative things on your plate, maybe you need to focus in getting those things clear. Clear those things out. Get rid of that negative energy. Get that out of your life and get yourself in a place where you can create. Now, sometimes embracing that creative energy will actually help you get out of that negative headspace. So being creative and being positive in your creation, that can help you in your everyday life. Because guess what? You're going to feel like you accomplished something. If you come up with a cool riff, or you come up with a cool title of a song, or if you finally get that solo on that song that you've been working on, for a while, if you finally get the solo take, man, you're going to really feel better about yourself. And when you feel better about yourself, you're able to create more. And the more you create, it's like a tree that grows and grows and grows. And all of a sudden, it's this glorious tree that provides shade for everyone underneath it. So you see, it's really important to stay focused. Keep your creative spark. And even if it's just 30 seconds of an idea each day, if each day you set aside a couple of minutes to come up with an idea or record a riff or write a lyric or come up with a cool title or draw a painting or an idea for a concept for a band or a little bit of your script each day, if you're a script writer, each day focus on getting something done. We are human beings. We are better than AI. We are temperamental, and I get sometimes the creative juices dry up, but when they flow, They are magnificent. So we have to take care of our creative energy. We have to take care of our mind, our heart, and our soul. But feed that creativity and you will have amazing results. And that is why I'm making this message today, because I want everybody to achieve their goals. You know, the world is a better place with artists in it. We help provide beauty. We help fill silence. We help put something on blank walls. We are the creatives that provide spice for the world. We're not machines, but we can work efficiently. We can work creatively, and we can provide that creative spark by mixing it up, trying different things, making sure we're rested, making sure we get all those negative things out of our brain, erase those negative thoughts, and get to work sparking the creativity inside your mind, inside your heart, and inside your soul. This is my message for today, and I hope it helps everybody out there. Thanks for watching.